Hi guys, so this is going to be my second attempt at raising daphnia for my guppies at the moment. I do plan to get a better fish, but I use carbon grit in my substrate and that made the pH stay up too high. So I'm still working on my water parameters. So here I'm going to put daphnia in this one, and what I have in the bottom down here is oyster shells, and I use oyster shells to buffer the water in my guppy tank because I have, my community tank, I guess you could say. I have apple snail, I have tetras, and I have guppies. And I know tetras kind of prefer a slightly lower pH than guppies, but my tetras have been great. Everyone says, oh, they die so easily, but I've found them to be pretty strong, and the guppies to be more sensitive to changes. So what I did was I used this because it buffers the pH. So if it starts to become acidic, it releases, I don't know, is it I think it's magnesium? No, not magnesium. What are shells made out of? Calcium. It releases it into the water and it keeps the pH, it keeps it at least a neutral level, so at least it's not going to go into the acid range. However, I know daphnia like pretty high pH, so I mean I don't like to add things to the water to raise and lower the pH. I like to use a buffer because otherwise it's a bit more tricky to get the dosing exact every time. But anyway, so over here I have this at 30 degrees, and this is just for green water. I'm just planning to make green water. I keep the light on for 20 hours a day, and I put in a spirulina and some plant matter, and it's starting to turn quite green. You can see better from this angle, I guess. And so when this is really good and thick and green, I'm going to start like doing my top-ups for this tank with the green water because the daphnia eat it. I do not like using yeast because it stinks so bad. So anyway, that's my plan. I haven't got the daphnia yet because I'm going to make sure this water is good and green and high in pH. Yeah, so that is happening probably within the next week. So yeah, I can't show you my pond outside because it's too dark when I got home. Over here I can give you guys a quick look. You can see Gary. So I've had a bit of trouble with my guppies, and the one thing that I hadn't tried was to lower the temperature. It was actually reading 25.8 kind of steadily, and now it's gone up to 26, but it's not too bad. I had it on 27.3, but I just find the guppies seem a bit happier at that temperature. Gary's a bit slower, but I looked online and they said that apple snails can live as low as 18 degrees, so 26 really is. He liked it quite warm, so I mean he's the only one who's shown much of a change really. And it might be a good thing, because if you have a higher temperature in your water, the faster their metabolism is, which means the faster their lifespan is. So hopefully it will help. They seem happier, don't you guys? I only got the 4 guppies. 1, 2, 3, 4. I really like this orange guppy. My favourite, and I don't really want to say I have favourites, but I really like this blue fatty boom boom. Yes, you are. He's just really cool. And I really like the orange one because it's just quite striking, and you can see him. And the lights are off, so it's a bit hard to see the tetras, but I have 7. And I got 7, and I still have 7, so that's a good sign. And you can't really see the plant. See, I got some of the oyster shells down there. I know the sand looks really, really dirty, but I do vacuum it often, as in like a couple of times a week. But I have clay substrate underneath the sand and it gets a bit mixed up. So I'm not dirty, it's just, yeah, it's just a substrate issue. And over here I have another issue. My tank looks so lovely. You can't see because of the dark, and I don't know why I'm recording it in the dark. But my substrate is a mixture and it has carbon grit in it because I wanted to buffer the water in this tank as well, but it's buffered the water so well that it's staying at like a really high pH, maybe 7.8 to 8, and I want to put a better in here and I can't. Well, I mean, they do say they can handle it, but I don't want them to be stressed. I want them to be happy. So I put some driftwood in there and I'm going to run some CO2 in there and just see if the pH changes. If it doesn't change, I'm sad to say it, but I'm either going to just have to have it as a spare tank in case one gets sick, or put daphnia in here because they like high pH. I mean, I know guppies like high pH, but you can't really keep guppies in a 5.5 gallon. Well, not in a group anyway. So yeah, if you have any suggestions of something you can keep in a 5.5 gallon happily at a high pH, please, please, please comment down below your ideas. The creamer's just great. I trim it like twice a week, and I also trim the roots twice a week because they go right down. So yeah, thanks for watching. That's my update. Sorry it's all a bit dark, but I just got home and all the lights had already gone off. I don't want to stress them. And I'm walking around on my knees, so if you're wondering why it's like this, yeah, I'm walking on my knees. See? Hello, Maya. Oh, I have to take my cat to the vet tomorrow. I am so nervous, and she can tell, because I hate going to the vet, because she hates it. That's the reason I hate it. But she needs to get her vaccination. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Bye guys.